Hello everyone, welcome to the new chapter called as Aschotana Anjana Vidhi. This is the 23rd chapter of Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana. So let's see what is Aschotana and what is Anjana in this chapter. Aschotana, the application of liquid drug in the form of drops in the eyes is called as Aschotana. So whatever drug, it may be Swarasa, it may be Kalka, it may be Taila, whatever Taila you are applying in the eyes in the form of drops, you are just dropping it in the eyes, that is called as Aschotana. So the benefit of Ashodhana or the uses of Ashodhana is that Sarva Akshirogana Madho. It can be used in all the eye disorders before the manifestation of disorders. So Ashodhana actually prevents the manifestation of disorders in the eyes. It can be used in Ruk and Toda. Both are different kinds of pain of the eyes. Kandu, it can be used in case of itching in the eyes. Gharsha, in case of friction in the eyes. Ashrudaha, burning sensation during lacrimation. Raga, redness. In those all these conditions, Ashodhana can be indicated. Now the temperature of the medicine with which you have to do Ashodhana. In case of Vata, you have to do it with Ushna or warm thing mainly over here. In Pitta and Rakta, it should be used with cold, and in Kapha, it should be used with Koshnam, means lukewarm material. And Vidhi of Aschodhana is that in the place devoid of breeze, lies on a cot, patient eye opened, with left hand on the physician. On the right hand, hold the medicine dispenser, distancing around 2 angula above the inner angle of the or inner catus of the eye, and pour the medicine. So just like this, you will be making the patient to lie down in a comfortable position, and you will be holding a vessel over here, and from here you will be directly pouring the oil or the medicine whatever to the eyes in the form of drops. That is called as Ashodhana, and the remaining medicine will be collected over here. So this will be repeated in the next size also. So this procedure is called as Ashodhana. So the dosage is mostly 10 to 12 drops are used for doing Ashodhana. After procedures of Ashodhana is that clean the eyes with soft cloth. Mild fomentation given with the cloth piece raised in the warm water and in disorder of kapha and vata. So after Aschodhana, mild svedana is being given after dipping a hot cloth in the warm water and just fumigating the area near the eyes. Atishna Tishna Aschodhana, or very hot and strong medicine drops used can cause Ruk, Raga and Triknasha. If you are using very Tikshna and Ushna Aschodhana, that can cause pain in the eyes, redness in the eyes and Triknasha or loss of vision. Whereas Arthashida Aschodhana or Arthashida Aschodhana, very cold medicines is used for Aschodhana, then that can be used to Nistoda, that is pricking pain, Stamba, loss of movement and Vedana, discomfort in the eyes. If Bahupaschodhana, excessive medicine is used for Aschodhana, then that can cause for Kashaya Vartmata, that is roughness of the lids, Vartma means eyelids, Kharshana, friction, and Krichada Unmeshana, difficulty in opening of the eyelids. If Atyalpaschodhana has been used, then that can cause Vikara Vridhi or excavation of the disease, Sambrambha, swelling of the eyes, Aparisrutaha, absence of exudation. This can be caused if too much less quantity of medicine is being used. Now the benefit of Ashodhana is that enters into the channels or srotas of the joints, head, nose and the face. So the medicine whatever is poured over here enters into the channels and the srotas of the joints of the eyes, head, nose and the face. Eliminate malas, doshas located in the upper part of the body. This is the benefit of Ashodhana. So another procedure that can be given in case of eye disorder is Anjana Vidhi. Anjana is nothing but application of collyrium to the eye, or we call it as kajal. So we have already seen two types of Anjana in Dinacharya Adhyaya, which is Rasanjana and Saviranjana, and we have seen the uses of it. So here some more types of Anjana has been explained. But before getting into it, we'll see that what is the indication for application of Anjana. So indication of Anjana or whom Anjana can be given is been told that Shuddhatano means whose body has been purified by emesis or any other Panchakarma material. Netra Matra Akshar Male, if the doshas is located in the Akshi only or the eye only. Eyes with Pakwalinga or fully ripened signs, then Alpashofa, sign of slight of edema, Adikandu, severe itching, Paichilya, that is sliminess, Manda Gharsha, Asru Rage, or there is slow movement, friction, excessive tears, or redness, Ghana Doshike, or thick eye excretions, अर्थे पित्त कफम अस्र कभी मारुतेन विशेषतः है trouble with disorders of pitta kapha and rakta, especially vataja doshas. In all these conditions we can go for anjana procedure. Now here in this chapter we have three different varieties of anjana. They are called as lekhana, ropana and drishti prasadanam. So these three are nothing but one is scarifying or removing which scars away the doshas from the anjana is called as lekhana anjana. Ropana is healing anjana. If it is someone wound or something happened in the eye, it heals the wound. And drishti prasadana is something that make the eye clear or make the vision clear or improves the vision, that is called as drishti prasadana anjana. So dravyas that are used for anjana is that in lekhana anjana, anjanam lekhanam tatra kashayam amla pradushanam, amla padushane. So you have can use lekhana anjana with kashaya dravyas, amla dravyas, and padushana means salt. In these three materials been used, then that will form the lekhana anjana. Whereas if you are using tikta dravya, then that forms the ropana anjana. If you are using swadhu and shita dravya or madhura and shita dravya, that forms the drishti prasadana anjana. So based upon the taste of the drugs what you are using for the anjana, anjana can be classified in lekhana, ropana and prasadana. Next, Acharya is mentioning about Pratyanjanam, or Pratyanjanam is nothing but it is counter collyrium. So he says that Tikshna Anjana Abhi Santapte Nayane Tat Prasadanam Prayukta Anjanam Labhate Pratyanjanam Samahoyam. So he says that because of Tikshna Anjanas or excessive usage of Anjana, the tiredness what is happened to the Nayana or the eyes which has got tired, to do the prasadana, to nourish it back, you are using another anjana with mild materials which is called as pratyanjanam. So application of prasada anjana to the eyes which having become fatigued by application of strong tikshna anjana is called as pratyanjanam. So this is usually asked, it's a very small concept but usually asked in the exam, so please have a note of it. Pratyanjanam is nothing but it is counter collyrium. Next is shalaka, that is used for anjana. Shalaka is nothing but the stick or that with metal what with which we apply the collyrium is called as shalaka. So dashangulam tanur madhye shalakam mulak mukulananam prashastate. So a rod which is dashangula or 10 angulas in length and tanur madhye, it should be thin in the middle so that it can be held very easily. Then Mukulananam, face tip resembling that of a lotus bud. It should be something like this. Face tip should be something resembling like this, and from here the shalaka it will go down. So that you can, it will not be sharp. It will be something rounded over here. So you can take the collyrium with this and you can apply it over the eyes. That is called a shalaka. And metal with which shalaka can be formed is that in lekhana anjana you can use tambra or copper can be used. In ropana anjana kalalohaja angulinicha, you can either use kalaloha which is nothing but a metal or iron, or anguli is your finger itself. You can give ropana anjana. And prasadana anjana can be given with swarnartham rupya anjanam, with swarna that is gold or with rupya that is silver. You can give prasadana anjana. Now Anjana Bheda, another classification of Anjana based on the material what is being used, it can be Pindo, Rasakriya, Churnas, Tridher, Anjana Kalpana. So based on the material what we are using, we have Pinda. Pinda means pills or small pills we use the Anjana. Rasakriya with gel or confection we use the Anjana, or Churna with powder we use the Anjana. And Gurar Madhe Ragho Doshe Tam Krame Prayojayet. In Pinda, it is used in profuse dosha. If the doshas are too much excessively there, then pindanjana is being given. This is what is called as rasakriya. A semi-solid paste, it is carbonized form of the drug and is been added with oil. It is called as rasakriya. It is used in moderate quantity of madhya dosha, and churna is used in laghu dosha or mild dosha. Now, what is the dosage of these things or how much material should be used in these things? In Pinda Anjana, it is Harenu Matra Pindasya Tikshnasya Dvigunam Tasya Murdanaha. So if the Tikshna drugs is being used to provide Anjana, then it should be given in one Harenu Matra. Harenuga is a seed, a very small seed. With that, equivalent to that of one that seed, you have to give the Pindanjana. If you are giving with Mrudu Dravyas or the drugs are very mild in nature, then Dviharenuka or 2 Harenuka Matra should be done. For strong Tikshna drugs, if the material what you are using is very strong, then 1 Harenuka quantity needs to be taken. If it is from mild or Mrudu drugs, when 2 Harenuka Matra need to be said. Rasakriya should be used in one Vella Matra. Vella Matra is Matra equivalent to that of one Midanga or a mustard or not mustard seed, it is actually a size of a pepper seed. That much quantity of medicine need to be taken for Rasakriya. And Churna Anjanam, again Churna Anjanam Tasya Dave Shalake to Tikshna safe. You are making from strong Tikshna drug, then 2 rods full. What Shalaka we are told, no? You have to take 2 rods of it, 2 shalakas of it, and if you are making it with mild drugs, then 3 rods of that much churna. 3 times you have to take the churna and apply the anjana with it. This is the dosage with different things. Now next is Anjana Kala. Anjana should not be done at Nishi, that is sleep, that is during night, Swapne during sleep, Madhyane during midday, Mlane when the eyes are fatigued by strong rays of sun. In these periods, Anjana should not be done. That will counterproduce other disorders of the eyes. If done, it will lead to the diseases of the eyes because doshas get increased, spread to the other sides, get liquefied, causing eye diseases. So Anjana Kala, to mitigate dosha, Anjana should not be applied either in the morning or it should be applied in the morning and evening when the sun is not present. These are the 2 times when Anjana should be applied, either in the morning or in the evening when the sun is not present. The importance of night and sleep in the relation to health of the eyes, it has been told that स्वप्ने रात्रिकालस्य सौम्यत्वेव च तर्पितः शीतं सात्म्यं दृक् आग्नेयी स्थिता labhate punaha. So eyes are agneya, being habituated to cold, it regains its strength after good sleep, nourishment by cool and nature of the night. So proper sleep is very important for the health of eyes. Next is Anjana Anarha. Anarha means who is not suitable for Anjana. It is Bhita, who is fearful, should not be given Anjana. Vamita, undergone emesis. Vidikta, who has undergone purgation. Ashita, who is hunger. Vegita, who is under any urge of natural urges. Krutita, who is anger. Jurita, who has fever. Taptakshi, who is fatigued eyes. Shiroruk, who has headache. Shoka, who has grief. Jagare, who has lost sleep. Then Adrishte Arke, when sun is not at all present. Shirahas Nate, who has soon taken just after head bath. Then Pitayor Dhume, who has inhalation of smoke. Madhye, who has taken alcohol. Jirne, who has indigestion. Ajirne, who has indigestion. Agni Arka Santape, who is fatigued from excessive exposure to sun or fire. Diva Supte, who has slept during the daytime. Pipasite, who is thirsty. In all these 19 people, Anjana should not be provided. Next is Anjana which is not suitable. Ati Tikshna, which is so strong. Ati Mrudu, which is very mild. Ati Bahu, which is very large. Then very thin Anjana. Ati Karkasha, which is very thick. Ati Shitala, which is very cold. Ati Tapta, which is very hot. All these kinds of Anjana is not suitable for application. Now, what is the procedure of doing Anjana? Anjana should be given moving the eyeballs up and rotate slowly. Eyelid should be moved by slightly massaging over it. This helps to spread the medicine evenly to all places, avoiding opening, closing, squeezing, washing of eyes. When the eyes have regained strength, wash with water appropriate to the disease, doshas and seasons. Physician should lift and uphold the upper eyelid to the with the left of the left eye with the piece of cloth held in the right thumb, and fingers wash left eye with the left hand. So this is how it should be done. Why wash the eye after Anjana? it is nothing but otherwise Anjana remain in the eyes may excite the doshas and cause eye diseases. So after Anjana, it should be washed out. So this forms the conclusion of the chapter. I hope you understood what is Aschotana and what is Anjana. Please go through the slides and come up with your queries in the interactive session. Thank you very much.